reinforcement.
Yes.
He loves it. So just supporting the quad so it doesn't feel like he has to fight me too much.
Oh, relax.
And then I can just either hook
yeah.
up or I can flatten it out. So it feels like that's a good level at the moment for the arse. I won't go too much more.
Oh, flatten me out like a pancake.
Flatten him out.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Jason and Darcy here from Melbourne Muscular Therapies. Today we're addressing chronic knee pain. So you've got to look down here, Leo. We're addressing the knee. So if you've had previous knee treatments and it hasn't worked, or if you've been going in for surgeries and clean outs and it's not helping, then maybe you need to address the muscular structures around the knee. All right, so we're going to start off with one of the most untouched areas, but an area that we go into quite a lot, which is this patella tendon. So just below the patella here, and then we can just slowly sink in here. So this is an area that quite often practitioners get told not to treat.
Yep.
So many people present with pain, whether it's from running, jumping, that sort of thing, constant stress and strain put on this area, or if it's a chronic thing that's been ongoing and they struggle to go downstairs, or if it's an athlete that's trying to get back to performance and every time they start to build up, they sort of get this constant joint pain and they can't really locate it, and that's when they're like, oh, I better go back in for surgery. So if you're one of those people, this might be the treatment you need.
Yeah.
So we're going to target this patella tendon to start with, but then we're going to work all the connective tissue and the muscles that attach onto the knee, and then we're going to show you a hidden gem at the back of the knee.
Got to stick around for that.
Stick around for that. If you've had a lot of quad work or been doing a lot of quad strengthening and it's not fixing your knee, it could be this muscle that is inhibiting your quads. So limiting the ability to actually activate and strengthen your quads properly, and could be limiting at how much you can actually fully extend and lock out the knee.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
It's
So
one of those really important movements, isn't it? A lot of people don't might skim over is being able to fully lock out the knee and fully extend
especially
it.
if you're an athlete and you're trying to get back to performance and sprinting and running and kicking and that type of thing, and you can't fully get proper maximal contraction out of your quad. So you might be doing all the exercises in the world. You might be doing extensions and lunges and squats and different things like that. But if you've got this block at the back of the knee, that's what could be have the handbrake on.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Take the handbrake off.
That's right.
You can still drive with the handbrake on.
It's just not very efficient.
Yeah.
Your car just cops an absolute beating.
Yeah, so you can probably still play and you can still run, but there's something in there that's limiting your performance, power, ability to be, that explosiveness or spring in your step.
Yeah, you might start to feel some compensatory patterns around like hips and things because you're not fully able to extend that knee when you're going through your running cycle. Even sometimes it still limits how much you can actually get flexion of the knee as well. You feel like you've got this block at the back of the knee, and that's where they're going in for clean outs and things like that to try and clear up the meniscus and things like that, but it can actually be muscular structures. So we've had so much success with releasing connective tissue and muscles around the knee.
Oh, that's my pain there, Jason.
So a bit more onto the medial side.
Really good.
So we're still connected to the patella tendon, but I'm just starting to track a bit more in line with into the joint as well. So this is another thing we can actually treat through the joint line of the knee here. So there's so much white and connective tissue. If we quickly run over to the chart, whoa, all right. So this is where we're starting off with, this patella tendon. But then look at all this white tissue out here, all this connective tissue. So all this never gets touched in your knee. So that's where we can actually get stuck. So I think if you're getting pain in here in that connective tissue, you can actually get treatment through there. So that's what we're targeting when we do this area. So you can get all the deep work done in your quads and that sort of thing, but sometimes you've actually got to go to where the pain is and where this connective tissue wraps around the knee. It's so important. So and just going with the guidance of what the person on the table is saying, or you as the client, if you're coming in this situation, we're just going, how does it feel when we go that way, Das? Is it more if I roll onto it there? More if I push up into the patella, so we're angling, so my angle's now going up this way, or is it more if I push straight down towards the table? If I shimmy out, what's out that way?
Oh, yeah.
So it's just that connective tissue that encases the knee. It covers it all like this to hold it nice and strong and supported for when you are changing direction and running and sprinting and kicking and doing all those different things. So
you can get dehydrated.
Gets dehydrated, gets hardened.
Oh, that's good.
And it never gets treated.
Yeah.
So just bring flow back into this area. Stagnation versus flow. Where things are where there's pain and tension, things have become stagnant. Where they're flowing, there's not as much pain, dysfunction.
Yeah.
So we might just need a maintenance session.
Yeah.
And just working through that joint line now. So this can be an area that gives people a lot of grief. They feel like it's, very meniscus-y and stuck in there, but sometimes it can just be getting in between and freeing up this connective tissue.
Oh, it feels good. Feels so good. Yeah, I had a bit of a sore knee. I did some running on the beach in Bali just the other day, and I wasn't sure if it was that or all the stairs that I was doing, but yeah, I was just had this like intuition to just want to treat on top of it as well. And now Jason's doing that to a whole nother level, and I wouldn't even bother trying to get a massage anywhere else because, they're
not going to treat the knee.
They're not going to treat it like this.
So we're just tracing around different parts, and now I can actually push up under that patella. Some people they feel like the patella is just grinding on the knee, so we can actually sort of angle up under there, see if we need to release anything there, work around. We can even come back down. So Darth said he felt like, so we're starting here and we're going to scoop down over the tibia. So if we come down this way, what's down that way?
Ooh.
So it's more of that connective tissue that wraps around and comes into this sort of section. So we just saw that before on the muscle chart. So we can work there. So just trying to work our way through all these little spots in the knee that could be opportunity for pain to start in. So once we've worked through there, I might actually, while I'm on the medial side, I'll do a little bit through VMO. So and this like adductor tendon comes down here as well. So this is quite a sensitive area.
Yeah.
So if you've been struggling to fully extend the knee, VMO might be a little bit switched off. So sometimes we still might treat it a little bit almost to try and wake it up a bit. But then, we'll try and increase by getting the person to actually able to fully extend and lock out the knee. Because some people think they've got maximal extension, but Darcy, if you try and lock your knee into the table there, what you should do, see how now Darcy's leg actually comes off the table? So that's how you know you're getting maximal knee extension or terminal knee extension.
Full range.
Where some people, they'll extend and it'll be sort of here, or it won't even lift off the table. Yeah. So let's just see your other side, Darcy, see if there's any difference on that. See how much see, here's a little bit of a comparison. So go again. So Darcy's got nearly 2 knuckles under there. Let's do his other one. This one, no, not quite as much. So there's probably a bit of a limitation in his knee extension, but not a massive amount.
Yeah.
But some people, they don't get any of that movement. So if you can't fully lock out the knee, you're not going to be able to maximally strengthen the quads here.
And we haven't gotten to that hidden muscle yet.
No, we haven't. Stay tuned for that.
Maybe
we'll do a quick bit through the quad, because if you've seen our channel before, we've done a fair bit of quad treatment, but we can get more precise with the thumb. So once we've done a few broad strokes, we'll get the thumb in and do the deep cleaning, so we can find a couple of blocks in there.
Yep.
Work into that. Work through that adductor tendon as well, which is normally pretty sensitive.
Sure is.
There's like a fascial pocket that sits in this area as well. So working through there can really help with knee pain. Do a couple of strips up through there. Again, slow, deep, connected. I've sped it up a little bit for video's sake, just so you can get to the secret muscle. We don't want you missing out on that one. It could be the cause of your knee pain. So once we've worked through there, we're happy with that. I'm going to move a little bit to the lateral, so we can do the same thing. Work the patella, work around to this lateral line. So I'll just do one out through there to see if there is anything for Darcy out there. So again, pinning into that spot, and we're just sort of tracing around this sort of joint line here. Again, where that fascia crosses over, we're going to get a bit of the ITB tendon that comes down there. Lateral, collateral ligaments out this way as well. Just tracing that joint line, feeling what's out there. Not too bad. Not as much pain as the medial line does.
No.
That's
good there.
Now we'll angle up a bit more into that patella tendon, but slightly on the lateral side.
Geez,
there
that's
we go,
good.
a bit more out there. Got a bit of a grimace on him. There we go. He's up. He's arching up. I think he's just trying to flex his abs, but have a look at him, Leo. He's tanned. He should be should be looking good.
Had the buffet breakfast.
Been on a big
for the last
diet in
5
Bali.
days.
It's all healthy. All
Yeah.
healthy stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've worked through there. We're going to do a couple. One just up through top of the quad to make sure we hit that quad tendon. Just hit it with a palm. I can do a forearm or elbow, but just showing you get the point. So we sink in there. We're slowly dragging off that patella and working up the quad. So we can take this all the way up to the hip, but for the sake of it, I'm just going to show you just a bit of a stroke there.
Wow.
So we're slowly moving, just going at the rate that the tissue's allowing us to move, so we're not trying to force through. So if you come up to a spot that feels really tight, really solidified like this, we just sort of stop, our stroke stops, we sit there, wait, and then it'll start to clear and we'll start to move through again. So you can see the stroke start to slowly work up again. So again, we can work that the whole way up. Come around one more, we'll go through ITB. So just where the ITB comes down and crosses over into the knee, there can be some nasty spots out here with knee pain. So we want to get into that lateral quad, so vastus lateralis as well as this ITB section.
Yeah.
And normally there's a little hot spot just a couple of inches up from the knee there that can refer pain back down as well. So it's important to work all the way around this area, get some feedback. How's it feeling in there? Not too bad.
Oh, I'm being brave.
He's being brave. He's holding it in on us. That's good. He knows knows the benefits.
Oh,
there we go. Now we've got him, Leo. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Any referral pain or just local dust?
Down.
Coming back down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Into the front of the knee. It's good.
Okay. So wrapping back around into this sort of area. That's good to know.
Good
To
to
use
know.
that information means we might just need to sit on that little block there. Otherwise, we can bring out the big machinery and really just hook in so we can get the knee. I'll reinforce and just...
Yes!
He loves it. So just supporting the quad so it doesn't feel like he has to fight me too much.
Yeah, relax.
And then I can just either hook
yeah.
up or I can flatten it out. So it feels like that's a good level at the moment for the arse. I won't go too much more.
Oh, flatten me out like a pancake.
Flatten him out.
Oh.
And then we can just work our way up the entire length of the quad. But we finally reached the moment. Darce is going to roll over. Woo!
Shit.
All right, now I've got to remember left and right, which moves to the opposite side. That's how you remember it, guys. Remember that.
Revealing the big secret.
Muscle is called Popliteus, and what it does, starts on the above the knee, wraps around the back side of the knee into the inside of the shin. So you can sometimes feel a bit of a block when you're trying to flex the knee. You might get some pain doing flexion as well, but it will be the muscle that will limit your terminal knee extension. So the way we locate it, it's normally a pretty sensitive spot. So just on the medial side here, so we're just going below the popliteus.
Below the hamstring.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's what I was looking for. The popliteal fossa. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Came to me. And we're just sinking in there. So I can feel straight away with Darce, there's like a hard ball that sort of pushes back.
So tight.
And then what we're going to do is Darce is trying to stay as relaxed as possible. And then the way you know you're on it is if you just flex the knee a little bit, it's instant pain.
Yeah.
And this is a spot that will resonate so strongly with you with the handbrake at the back of the knee, a block, a big ball, something that you just haven't been able to locate and probably haven't had touch before. So this could be the thing that's really holding you back in your knee rehab or your knee journey to getting back to being stronger and more functional and performing in your sport or whatever it might be that you're getting back to doing. So we're just pinning and just slowly flossing. So we're shortening it because of that association with crossing the knee. So we can flex it up. And then just hold there. So we can even start to really, I know you can't see where my thumb is, but the more, if people really struggle with deep knee flexion, so we can actually try and take them to that range. So we can feel, okay, it's really blocked in there. Now let's try and open that range back up. As he's extending out, we can start to feel where that ball pushes back into my thumb there. So we're just going to hold at that point and we might just floss there for a little bit. just past that point.
Floss it.
Keep flossing, and we're just pinning. We don't need to move too much through here. And then drop it down, and it really pops back out. And we're just working this little groove. Yeah, it's so sharp and intense. But again, you'll know it's a good pain, it's productive pain, it's what you need. And we can just angle in more that way, or I can hook up and, I found another little ball there. So just gonna flex. And it felt better that time. Felt like there was less resistance coming up. We can flex right up.
Yeah.
Does any of that refer to the front of the knee, Das, or is it just in where my pressure is?
No, it's just in the back. Yeah.
So we can again, I'm just going to relocate because I felt like there was a bit of a ball here.
Oh, yes, there is.
And then, there we go. And he's arching up. And just pinning it. So hold there. I might drop a little bit. I'm just going to stay in this range.
Oh, wow.
So
Fixing me.
Popliteus, this is the key to your knee pain, the hidden muscle you might not have had worked. So come around, Leo, get an angle over my shoulder just so you can see, like, we're angling in there. You can actually try and get this one at home yourself if you've got a lacrosse ball or a spiky ball. Put that behind your knee, and then sitting down on your bum, pull your heel towards your bum, and you'll get a bit of a release like this behind the knee. That's the way you can try and treat it yourself. But if you can't do that, or you find like you're not getting enough relief, definitely come in, visit one of our clinics here in Melbourne, either Richmond or Ferntree Gully, and we'll be able to help you out. So there it is. That's pretty much a full comprehensive knee treatment. So if you're struggling with knee pain, trying to get back into your sport, if you're a professional athlete, come in, see us. This is what we can do for you, get you back performing at your best. Thanks guys, see you later.
Oh, feels